everyone, welcome back to another custom Diecast review. Now today's review is going to be on a custom I made, which is Ryan Preece's number 37 Bush's Beans, what was it, Kansas Crash, I believe. I watched this race with Original Big Bri, Michigan Diecast, a few of those people, and we can just say the whole chat was like, oh my god, that was such a hard hit. So when we saw the replay, it was like, wow, that he took a really good hit to that wall. Surprisingly, Preece wasn't hurt. He wasn't hurt in any way, shape, or form, other than maybe emotionally, because he was pretty mad, right? So it was really amazing for him to hit the wall as hard as he did and not get injured. I don't know how. I don't know, how that's even possible, but it happened. He didn't flip over. He almost did. This is called I think they called it a near flip, because he didn't flip over. He got on his side, but he didn't flip. So a very, very scary crash indeed. And immediately I was like, wow, that was awful. If he's okay, I might make a custom of this. And a lot of people was already onto it. And then I made an announcement on my Instagram page saying, upcoming custom Ryan Preece's Kansas Crash. And people were like, oh, okay, cool. Thanks for the idea, or something like that. And then people were like, oh, that one's going to be cool. So I ended up using the Wave, 12, I believe. This was just one that was in the Wave. It was the PTC, or was it W? I think it was PTC. But it was just one of those terrible, awful Lionel waves. And I bought a new one. That's when I already put a review for the Gold Series, the EL mold. So I did a review on that. I'll put that in the description if you want to see that. And then I got to this one, and I'm like, you know what? Time to tear this one apart, because I knew I was wanting to do this custom. It was just like, okay, I need to find the 37 in the Gold Series before I get this one made. Funny thing is, I hated this paint scheme. I absolutely hated it. I thought it was the worst paint scheme I've ever seen produced, and I got two of them. So if it wasn't for that crash, I would only have one, but not only I got two of them, I got two of both editions. One of the Authentics and then one of the Gold Series. So either way, yeah, that was kind of crazy. But anyway, so you can find that video down in the description if you would like to watch it if you haven't already. You don't have to, obviously, but it's there if you want to. So I got to this project pretty soon. Now I was procrastinating, not really procrastinating. I was trying to not review this until I had an engine in it. Now I could not find an engine for it, a 164 engine. Now, I have diecast that have it in it, but I'm not going to tear them apart just for the engine. So I will put an engine bay in here sometime, but just not right now, because people were asking me, when's the next custom crash review and whatnot. I'm like, well, hopefully soon. I'm just waiting on an engine right now. And then I had never got one. I wasn't able to get one or buy one. So I'm like, okay, I'm just going to review this. Everybody's wanting a custom diecast review, like race damage, so I'm just going to do that, and then I'll put an engine in it later on. Also, I'll put that on my Instagram page as well, just whenever I do it. So, let's go ahead and get into this diecast review. So, as you can see, the trunk, or the deck lid, I guess, it's hanging off by some of the tethers, and then you got the engine here, which is just all mangled up and stuff. Now, actually, the bumper was disconnected from the hood, but I kept that together just so it's, because on the tow truck it looked like it was together, but I knew it wasn't. But it was held together with the tethers and stuff. So I just kept it held in place, and I took a Dremel, cut it, and then I bent it down. Now here's the thing. You see those how it's all bubbly and stuff? So when I was cutting it with a Dremel, right? All the little shards and bits and pieces for the metal were getting stuck to the die cast. That's how bad these die casts were made. It was made so terribly that the metal shavings actually stuck to the die cast and I couldn't get them off. I've never, ever seen that. And I've done so many where I had to use a Dremel. So many. So, I'm like, wow, that was such a shock to me. I'm like, Jesus, that's awful. But I'm going to put some reference pics right here. All that I can. Try to show you what I'm talking about how the wreck looked afterwards or during the crash and whatnot. So I'm going to do a 360 here and then kind of just show you some of the pictures. There's the deck lid there. It's hanging off by a thread or by tethers, I guess. So yeah, now the only time I've done these quote tethers was when I made the Talladega crash for, was it? It was Chase Elliott in the 24 Hooters. I made, oh, there's a fly. I made the tethers on the deck lid because, of course, where he had that crash, the deck lid was all flying around and stuff. Now, if you're wanting to know what I used for the tethers, pretty simple. It's dental floss. Yeah, just some dental floss. Nothing special. Just something to look like tethers. And yeah, that's that. So, let's go ahead and look at this damage here. Again, you got the front bumper mangled with the hood, which is actually pretty cool. I like that. You can see the dental floss going into the body. That's just so it's attached to something. Of course, you don't have an engine bay there. I glued that down just so it can stay in place and the wheels still roll. So, I mean, it's not a big deal. It's not like super glued down or anything. So, yeah, we got that all damaged up there. Got the Cup Series banner there. I printed that off myself and made that myself. Well, I didn't make it myself. I didn't make the actual logo. I just slapped it on a little banner, and then I threw it on to, a little banner template, and then threw it onto the diecast. So you got 37 up here. Got Bush's Beans. Right there, you got Preece. You got the windshield there. Of course, you got the back that's all shredded up and stuff. And here's the deck lid. You can see where it's, because that's actually realistic. It's supposed to hold like that because it's put in place like this. And then it falls, and it has that just attached so it doesn't fly off anywhere. But you got the side here that's all damaged up and stuff. I couldn't think of the word there for a second. But you got the wall scrape right here. This is where he hit the wall. So if I could demonstrate how, I would, but I don't have enough room. So pretend like there's an imaginary wall here. So like he hit the wall right at an angle, and then he scraped the wall. That's what the scrape came from. And then he just launched sideways, and then he did like a 180, and he landed back on his wheels, and then he just kind of spun a little bit more from what I remember. But it was a pretty hard hit. It really was. So I'm glad Preece is okay. And I'm super surprised he wasn't injured at all. Like, it was a hard hit. Now, I think part of that was because of the driver's side door. He hit it on the passenger, not the driver's side. So that may have been why it didn't hurt him, like, really that bad. Or at all, actually. So, yeah, you got Hidden Valley, Louisiana hot sauce. Of course, this is Chris Buescher. This isn't Preece, but, I mean, that's all I had. Well, I guarantee you, they are not going to make the 37 of Preece for this one. This scheme, I guarantee you they won't make it. So if I wanted this die cast, I had to make it with Chris Buescher. I mean, that's all I could do. I couldn't do anything else. So I believe, yes, I detailed the undercarriage, and here's how I glued it back together. So, of course, you see the little rivet holes. I couldn't attach it to anything, right? So, because the back and the front was just all destroyed. So, what I did was I took a wee little bit of glue, just the slightest bit, and then glued it to the die-cast mold and up to the plastic underneath, and just kind of had that sealed together. But there's the undercarriage. You got the exhaust pipes, all that good stuff there. You got the gas tank and whatnot. Then you got the window net right here. That's also, a fabric, nothing. It's not plastic or anything. You can see on the inside barely, you can see the roll cage painted, the gear shifter's painted. There's no steering wheel in there because, so how it is, okay, so you see right here, well, you can't really see, yeah, you can. So you see that little dot right there between the two dental floss? That's where the thing goes, the, the dashboard. It's got the dashboard and the wheel, the steering wheel. So I couldn't have that attached because there's no mold to attach it to, right? So it's just loose. So if I had that attached, it'd be a loose whole dashboard and everything shifted around in there. So I didn't do that. That's why that wasn't on there. I'll tell you what, though, my voice is going out pretty hardcore today. I don't know why. I haven't been yelling or anything, so I don't know. I'm just kind of losing my voice right now, and I don't like it. But yeah, so that's about it. I mean, I could add the Cup Series logo, which I might later on. But I mean, as of right now, I think that's about it. But yeah, this is 2020 Ryan Preece Kansas Crash. So hopefully you all enjoyed this review. Again, I'm going to put an engine in there somewhere. Or not somewhere, but just sometime soon. Hopefully soon. I don't know when I can get one. Actually, it's kind of funny because I had a dream that I found one that I can use. Like, who has a dream about a 1/64 scale engine? that they can use on a diecast. Like, I mean, who dreams about that? Like, I have no clue. But, I mean, yeah. So, got the window net and stuff. So, I mean, yeah, I'm pretty proud of this one. Now, do I think it could be better? Yes. Like, I could have used, you know, the EL mold. But, the only thing, I mean, I could have switched out the tires. But I really don't want to switch out tires for a crash custom when I got other projects that will probably use the good tires. Like these right here. Like those. Versus the big fat letters. And I thought it was a little more realistic to the 2020 tires because the 2020 tires are a little more fat. So here's the 2020 right there. See, it's a little more fat than the other ones. So, I mean, yeah, that's why I didn't do that. But if you like this diecast, this custom diecast, let me know in the comments below. And I might make some more race versions. That should be pretty fun. I got a few ideas in mind. Not really a whole lot right now. But, you know, some DMP diecast like wins or stuff like that. I'm definitely going to make some customs of those. That should be pretty awesome. But anyway, that's going to be all for this diecast review. So, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. And I will see you in the next video.